the sound of canvas and steel. The dividing line in the city of Oakhaven wasn't a wall, but a river. On the north side sat the Crest, where the houses were historic estates surrounded by manicured lawns and high wrought-iron gates. On the south side was the Foundry, a sprawling grid of brick warehouses, roaring rail yards, and working-class families who knew exactly how much a gallon of milk cost down to the penny. Julian Vance belonged to the north. His family's name was etched into the bronze plaques of the city hospital and the university library. His life was mapped out in neat, predictable lines: Ivy League law, a junior partnership at his father's firm, and a marriage that felt more like a corporate merger. Clara Reyes belonged to the South. Her hands were always faintly stained with charcoal or oil paint, and her mind lived in a world of vivid color. Her father worked the assembly lines at the automotive plant, and her mother managed a chaotic, love-filled diner. Clara didn't have a safety net. She had a scholarship to the city's art institute and a fierce, burning determination to make her own way. They should have never crossed paths. But fate, it seemed, preferred a bit of chaos. The collision. It happened on a rainy Tuesday in late autumn. Julian, seeking refuge from a sudden downpour and his father's relentless phone calls about his LSAT scores, ducked into a small, dimly lit cafe on the edge of the arts district. He was so busy staring at his phone that he collided straight into a girl carrying a large, stretched canvas and a tackle box of paints. The collision was spectacular. The canvas flew, the tackle box popped open, and tubes of cobalt blue and crimson rolled across the hardwood floor. "I am so sorry," Julian stammered, immediately dropping to his knees to gather the tubes. "Watch it, corporate," the girl muttered, though there was more amusement than anger in her voice. Julian paused. He looked up and found himself staring into a pair of fierce, amber-brown eyes framed by a halo of dark, curly hair. Clara was looking back at him, noting the pristine wool coat, the expensive leather shoes, and the look of utter panic on his face. As Julian handed her a tube of gold acrylic, his fingers brushed against hers. A sudden electric jolt shot up his arm, making him gasp softly. Clara froze, her eyes widening slightly as she felt it too. To make amends, Julian bought her a coffee. One coffee turned into a 2-hour conversation. Julian learned about Clara's dream of opening a community art gallery. Clara learned about